Hello, hello. All right, I think we're live. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see the chart? Music not too loud, volume's okay. We'll give it some time. Started the stream a little early, but we're gonna wait like 5 minutes. So we got some people in here, and then we'll start talking about the charts as always. Do the usuals. Bitcoin, some altcoins, some setups I'm in, and then we'll go over some questions and do some requests. All right, cool. How do I get into your Discord? Are you already signed up to Vela with your ref? Send me a message, man. Send me a DM on Twitter or on Discord, and we'll sort it out. Well, I'll sort it out after the stream. Is the quality of the stream good? Is the chart like high resolution, or try it on Discord? Your account is protected. No, it's your settings, man. Normally you should be able to message me, but it's your settings that need to be changed. Perfect. Yes, it is. All right. Perfect. Remember this one? With this clean range, I got chopped, to be honest, in this. I was long on this one. It's very similar play to all of my plays, where we deviated below range low, reclaimed, was looking for longs here, but I closed it. Well, I was going on a vacation as well, so didn't want to hold, but it played out nicely. I tweeted about it as well. Hello, Blue Blood Punk. Nikolai Shakti. As I watch it on my TV, it's kind of small. Zooming in a bit would be better. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of normal. What about Link and Litecoin? We'll get into those in a second. Hello, Dev Shane, what's up? We're gonna do Bitcoin first. Oops. And then we'll do altcoins and requests. Gotta give it like 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Can you talk about Litecoin trade too? Yes, I will. No worries. You watching anime? Nah, it's just the music. Hello, Blue Blood Punk. You millionaire Red Bull. Can you give me a link for this mix, please? Yes. Welcome back, boss. Hope you had a great holiday. Yes, sir, I did. Thanks for that. Right, we'll get started by telling the usuals, the sponsors of the stream, right? And then we'll dive into the charts, okay? So, first things first, thanks to the sponsor, Vela. Vela Exchange, an online exchange where you can not only trade crypto, but also Forex and commodities, gold, silver, right? All in a single place, based on Arbitrum on Base. They're a great exchange, improving every day. They recently surpassed trading volume of 1 billion, which is a nice accomplishment as well. Great to work together with the team. So I've got a link for you guys. If you use that link, the link is in the description. If you use that link, you can get a 12.5% rebate on fees. So definitely worth checking that out. And if you use that link, you also get access to my Discord. So today, for example, I posted 2 trades in the Discord with details on SKL, for example. Did a really nice trade. I didn't post the details on Twitter, right? It's just a little more exclusive in the Discord, a little more organized with like channels, altcoins, Bitcoin, trades, videos, education, stuff like that, okay? Signing up to Vela is actually really easy. All you have to do, click on the link and connect your wallet, okay? Your MetaMask, your Coinbase wallet, okay? Link it and you're good to go, okay? What else do we have? Soon, on the 14th of November, they are starting a trading competition where you can get up to 90,000 ARB price pool, which is over $90,000, right? They have an individual competition and a team competition, and everyone who trades on Vela during the 14th until 1 month later, which is the 14th of December, everyone who trades on Vela during that time will automatically be in for the competition, okay? So all you have to do is make an account on Vela and trade during that time, and you're in for the private competition. Now for a team competition, right, I'm personally forming a team. You can join my team if you want. There's 50 spots in my team. Once those spots are filled, that's it. No one else will be able to get in. What do you have to do, right? I left a link in the description where it says competition $90,000 or something, that brings you to this tweet, okay? And here's all the info you need. So all you have to do is have a Vela account. If you don't already have one, the link is here. Simply click on the link, connect your wallet, and you're good to go. And after that, really important, fill in this form, okay? It's a simple form. All you have to do is fill in your wallet address, and I don't know, your name or something, and then click the team you want to join. So then you click George team, and then you're in the competition, in the team competition as well. All right. So simply do that if you would like to join. If you've used the link, as I said, also send me a DM on Twitter or on Discord. They're both open. You should be able to DM me. And then I'll add you to the Discord as well. All right. So with that being said, let's dive into the charts, right? Starting off with Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin, I mean, for me personally, I don't see a reason to be bearish here on the higher time frames. Okay, we broke out of this massive range that we've been targeting. The only way I'm gonna be concerned is if we don't wick this range high and get a nice reaction. If we start to dump, right, and to close back within this range, right? That's the moment I will I'll take my foot off the gas, the gas, how do you say it like that? And I'll be rotating back out of some Bitcoin probably, and I'll be targeting this range mean again, okay? So simple trade, if we break back within this range, right, I'm gonna be cautiously bearish, targeting the demand down here, inefficiency here, right, and trade it like that. If not, and we, for example, do something like this and we reclaim this, we're good to go, and that's a long back towards the highs. But as long as we're trading where we're at right now, which is consolidating above a weekly level, I see no reason to be bearish here on the higher time frames. And I think the next objective is all the way up here towards around 50k into this range high level, this supply area, okay? If you take a look at it from a perspective like this, this was the most pivotal level that we have actually in crypto from all the way back in 2020, right? Support, 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 broke down, right? Resistance, resistance, smashed above, okay? Monthly also massive close above. So as long as that level holds as support, I don't see a reason to be bearish. So that's high time frame outlook for me. Pretty simple. As long as we hold above this area, right? Dips are for buying, targeting 48k plus. What happens in between, right? I mean, don't get shaken out, you know. I'm not saying it's gonna go in a straight line. It will probably be with ups and downs and then wicks to the downside, but ultimately I see 48k coming within a year, okay? Then lower time frames. Let's start off on the daily. What are the key highs and lows that we're dealing with here? The highs, well, the initial high here that was created on the 23rd of October, right? The initial high of the upside. What was the low made after these highs? You could take this one, but I like taking this one. Why? Because that one's more isolated, okay? If you zoom out 12 hour, you'll see this one is very close within this candle, while this low is more isolated. If you even zoom in to the daily, you'll see that this low has disappeared while this low is still there. That's why I prefer taking that one as a range low. Boom. And that's a range you're trading in, right? Yesterday's daily close, pretty bullish in my opinion. It swept previous day's low and closed strong in the green, as you can see right here. That's probably, yeah, that's Monday range as well. So beautiful. Boom. But as long as we're below this range high level, that's resistance until proven otherwise, okay? So how I personally would see this is just trading within the range. Looking for longs here, not the best idea, because we swept the highs, retested the highs, and now we're simply consolidating here. And we have a lot of lows resting below us, but shorting here, right, with a daily close like this, and obviously a weekly close and a monthly close like this, also not the best idea. So for me personally, I'm sitting out on Bitcoin, and what I think is the play while Bitcoin ranges in this range is just to play alts, okay? Play the stronger alts and long them to the upside, okay? So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin for the moment. What would be trades I would be interested in? Well, if we start dipping here and sweep some lows, I'd be interested in longs. Honestly, for shorts, I'd have to see a break below here, right? A close here, and then I might look for sells on the retest, okay? Something like this, and then look to trade it lower. But I'll be very careful looking to short this, but yeah, because yeah, obviously we've just broken out of a multi-month consolidation range, right? Even if you just take this range, right, highs and lows, This should be seen as a breakout until we break back within the range. If we do so, then this can be seen as a sweep above all of that liquidity, and then that's another story. But for now, there's no reason to be bearish here in my opinion, okay? So I'd rather look for longs on dips. Does that make sense? I mostly want to focus on alts on this stream, right? Give you my reasoning for why I longed the coins I longed and what I'm looking for in market conditions like these, right? So where Bitcoin is bullish, where Bitcoin is grinding higher, what alt setups I'm mostly looking for. So is Bitcoin clear? Mostly sitting out, only interested in longs if we dip down here, or otherwise I'll just hold spot and look to trade strong alts. Okay, is that clear? Right. So, where do we start? Some altcoins. So this morning I tweeted out longed Render and SKL on top of ARB and TRB. So let's start with ARB and TRB, those setups, and then we'll take a look at Render and SKL and the ones I entered after, okay? So ARB, to be honest, my biggest disappointment until now, because I thought that we would break out higher from there, but at the meantime, nothing to be concerned about, okay? The reasoning for the long, well, clean high time frame range lows got swept, right? Reclaimed, retest, off to range mean. So it is normal that we're getting some sort of a reaction from this range mean, that we're getting some downsides, okay? What's the level you want to see hold? Ideally, we hold above here, but I wouldn't be concerned as long as we hold above this range low level. That range high is next, okay? So if we dip lower than anticipated and I get stopped out of my longs, I'm not sure, nah, I don't have the setup here, but I think my long stops are above this range high level, somewhere below here. So if I get stopped out of this, I will most likely look for longs again on the retest of range low. What's the target? Well, clean, untapped liquidity above range high, all the way up here, okay? What would confirm and where I might add, well, that's if we manage to reclaim the middle of the range mean, right? Strength above there, daily close above range mean, buy the retest, then this will probably be demand, right? Because then this would be the sideways consolidation if it just ranges right here, obviously, if it doesn't absolutely shit the bed. But if it ranges here, right, and then pops up, closes the daily above there, buy the retest and sell range high, okay? I entered early purely based on the fact that the lows were swept and the highs are unswept, and that's basically always what I'm looking for, okay? So lower time frames on ARB, I could see another sweep on all of these lows. As you can see, blue demand on the daily. So what would be the plan then? Something like this, a reclaim, and then hopefully a pop higher and a break above range mean, okay? As I said, if it does this, it closes down here, it will likely see a little lower and just range longer than anticipated to then ultimately still make the move towards 1.35. I'm pretty bullish on ARB, also FA wise. Well, I'm not an FA guy, but I've heard some things. And I don't think that this is a bad coin to keep an eye on and to look for long, because I think that this trades higher in the near future. All right. Okay, next one was TRB. This one. Beautiful chart in my opinion. Starting off on the weekly, right, we have all-time highs on Binance at $166. That's my target for my long, okay? The entry process, entry trigger, sorry, is based on the 4-hour. Why? Clean range, right? All of this upside without much downside, clean high. This was the first high where we started retracing a bit towards these lows. So these lows we use as range lows. What confirms the range? Sweep of the highs, sweep of the lows, break back above range mean, continuation, and breakout to the upside. Okay, so what this long is all about is basically a range breakout long. Okay, what invalidates a trade like such? Well, a break back inside the range. Okay, whenever you see a chart like this that has broken out of the range and trades above it, you want to see continuation to the upside. You don't want to see this do this, break back within the range, because then the draw is more than likely back towards the lows, because then the highs that swept range highs got swept, and then the lows that swept range low would be the next draw. Okay, so that's basically this. In profit at the moment, doing nicely. On top of that, funding on this one is absolutely insane. So I'm getting paid heavily to hold longs on this. So as long as that stays like that, I'm not closing. You know, these wicks to the upside were a little bit concerning, but then with the funding, I said I don't think this breaks down, and this is just bait. And as you can see, so far we haven't really seen that much downside, and every wick to the upside has just been filled in with another wick. So as long as that market behavior continues, I will hold my long and target higher. Okay, that's that one. So I've had these since earlier this week. Then one I longed today was SKL. I will give you the initial post from my Discord. There it is. That was the chart that I posted in Discord. SKL, long, clean high time frame range, low swept, highs unswept. That's the target. Low time frame clean range as well, where lows got swept into demand. Let's see. Okay, so that was the post. Now let's see what it did. Right, I've removed the levels already. I think, I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, that's old. But yeah, as you can see, clean consolidation with highs and lows. Beautiful lower time frame sweep of the low. Well, I should start on the higher time frame, honestly. So daily, right? All of this downside, low after this low went for these highs, right? In one swing, back to the lows, swept the lows, broke market structure, clean upside, okay? And what this tends to do is simply consolidates, go higher, consolidates, go higher, consolidates, go higher. And with high time frame liquidity to the downside being swept and high time frame liquidity to the upside being unswept, right? Combining that with this lower time frame range where we swept the lows into former consolidation, which is called demand, okay? Reclaim, retest just beautifully, and that's where I longed, right? Invalidation right below the low, and target high time frame highs. I'm already fully out of this position. Was a really nice trade. So yeah, but that's just to give you the reasoning on why I enter setups like this. It's when you combine those high time frame draws, right? Combine those with low time frame entry triggers that you get your high probability and high risk reward trades. Well, for me, that was a pretty decent setup at least, okay? So that was this one. Then render this one. basically also a range breakout trade, right? This big ass range from back in February, right? Highs, lows, high swept, never made it to the lows, but on the lower time frames here, we did see some sort of lows get deviated, reclaimed, retest, lining up with our range mean. Now we broke above this level, this range high level. As you can just see, it's just a pivotal level, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance here, support there, broke above, retest, support, right? And now just looks to me like liquidity is resting higher, okay? So if you take a look at the 4 hour, we swept these lows into range high demand, boom, quick tap, reclaimed, downside, retest, and we were holding holding these lows, okay? With lower time frame highs to the upside. So in my opinion, liquidity is still resting to the upside on this one. Slightly underwater, well, pretty much at break even at the moment. As you can see, invalidation is below there, but because this trade ID is purely based on the fact that these were the lows that got swept and retested, right? What was the opposite side of these lows? Well, these highs and then extending into here. So then you want to see this consolidation hold, okay? Something like this possibly, and then a pop back into the highs. Would be nice, okay? Clear for everyone? Then I entered two more, which were Ape is the first one. Let me grab the setup like this. Okay, beautiful lower time frame price action. So what this level is, this is just a high time frame level, right? The highs here that got swept there, retested there. So if this was bearish, in my opinion, this should have been trending lower from here. This was the high that got swept there, retested there. But what did we do? We absolutely ignored that and we sent and closed very strong above those levels, okay? After that, some downsides, sweeping this lower time frame range lows into the level I just talked about with a decent reaction, right? Lower time frame range being the first high of the breakout. So this was the breakout. This was the first high. What low did we make after this high in one swing towards this low? So that's our range low. What confirms the range? That we swept range high there, swept range low there, confirms the range, right? Buy the retest and look for another swing towards the highs. Target is simply this weekly, inefficient weekly candle in my opinion, right? We almost started dumping straight from this weekly close, right? So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stops up there. So that's the target, okay? Invalidation on this, well, if we break back below this, same thing with the previous one, right? This is purely based on the idea that this was the sweep of this low into our key level that should lead us towards the opposite side, okay? So if this low fails, that trade ID is invalidated, right? And then last one, Ocean. Also when I'm out 40% already. Same ID. I mean, this one's beautiful as well. High time frame range, lows, highs, clean highs up here, right? There, 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 lows, swept, another sweep, holding, right? Big upside, broke above range mean, retest, holding, 4 hour, oof, Bitcoin nuking, okay. Lower time frame range, right? High, low, highs unswept, as you can see, high there and high there, lows swept, strong reclaim, right? Instantly moved away from my entry, but then came down, solid reaction, and now nuking a little bit because I see Bitcoin is nuking. But yeah, same thing, want to see these lows hold, and the target are these highs up here. Why am I always streaming when Bitcoin makes a move? We'll see what Bitcoin does here. Could see us dip into here in the next few minutes. It's not surprising that we dip a little, you know. I just hope alts hold up fairly well, but we'll have to see. Okay, and then some spot plays. Well, Link was a massive one, right? Higher time frame. I entered on the consolidation around range mean here. Timing on this one was beautiful, right? Entered there. Target 1, sold half. Target 2, sold another 30%, and I'm 20% still in this, okay? Probably gonna hold for these highs. After those, I'll be fully out, okay? I might even sell a bit more at like 15, 16, and then hold the rest for 18 to 20, okay? Yeah, I mean, I gave my reasoning for this one a lot already, so I'm not gonna do that again. I also have spot Pepe, same reasoning, bigger range. You could take these highs or raise those towards these highs. That doesn't really matter too much. But the idea is based on these lows being swept there, demand being built up, massive close up here, and looking like a strong consolidation that leads us at least towards these highs up here into this supply. But in my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if it consolidates here and then just sends to new highs. Okay, so I'm also holding spot Pepe. What's the invalidation for this? Well, any retest of this range low level you want to see hold, and any retest of this range low level is a buy. In my opinion, okay, because the invalidation on there is really clean, you know. So if it does this, right, you just know you're wrong below here. So that's that. If I get that, I will long it on size, on margin as well. I was longing this, as you can see from down here, but on margin I closed them out already because funding went pretty high, and so I bought spot instead, and I'm now just holding spot. But as you can see, those targets, what they were, these highs, could raise them a little bit to there, but that's all I'm looking for, you know. Don't have to be a hero and hold them to a 10x or something. Get your profit and run away. What else do I have? Doggy is another one I have. Spot. Basically just bigger swing trades, you know, but coins are running hot, so it's time to pay attention, you know. This one I bought here, and I said wrong below this area. It's just been consolidating down here, and Doggy is one of those that you just know it will pump when the conditions are right. And yeah, it's pumped right in there. Now just made a fresh high. But my first target for Doggy are these local highs here into this range mean. And then if it breaks above here, I think it won't take long for us to trade towards the second target, which is our range high. And same thing on this one, I'll be fully out at range highs. If you take a look on the weekly, right, and put your, was the one with the, yeah, this one, and put your log scale on, right, you can see the similarities to what happened here. A lot of from the highs, right? And then I think targeting up here is even conservative. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way to these highs. And maybe even absolutely sends like it used to do here and here, and does something like this. And same thing here, you have clean invalidation, right? Lower time frames. Well, if it goes back to these lows, that's a long, in my opinion, invalidation there. Boom. I think last one is Litecoin. Beautiful range on Litecoin. Sideways price action that led to the upside demand, right? Marking it out with blue box. Then from the upside, this was a first high that led to a decent sized dip. The low that came after the high as a range low. Highs swept, lows swept, consolidation, boom, breakout, okay? Where's the next logical target for Litecoin? Back towards the opposite side of the range, and might even break out and trade a lot higher. Same thing here, right? We consolidated. You could see this consolidation the same way you see now this, but on a lower time frame. Okay, consolidate, pump, build a range, sweep the lows, break out. So something similar could be happening here, where you get sideways price action, break out, build a range, something like this, sweep the highs, sweep the lows, and then break out. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? But generally, I'm also bullish on Litecoin. I feel like Litecoin is one of those sleeping old coins that will move out of nowhere. Happened with some others as well. So I bought spot Litecoin as well, because of that clean invalidation. You know that if it goes below here, you're wrong. So there we have it, and then it's just Bitcoin and Ethereum that I'm holding apart from that. So that's the positions I'm in. As I said, I'm holding spot on some of them, and at the moment I have quite some margin positions as well, so it would be nice for me if Bitcoin could just bounce and absolutely send from here, but we'll see what we get. Risk is managed. I'm up quite a bit already, so yeah, this one's definitely gonna hold up my portfolio. As you can see, it doesn't give a you know what on Bitcoin. So TRB render, not the strongest one, but still okay. And then Ape, same thing. And Ocean, yeah, Ocean I like because of these highs. Would have been worse if this high would have went above here, because then the draw on liquidity to the upside would have been less, But clean highs up there. We'll see how the next couple 4-hour closes. If this one closes red, I'll likely close, because then I think we dip a little bit lower in here. Anyways, if it just sends from here and closes up here, yeah, then the retest of range mean is a buy as well probably, and then we full send to the target. So I'll keep an eye on this. One more Bitcoin analysis as it dumped a little. I mean, nothing changed, you know. I gave my thoughts. It dumped a little. Look at this. This is even the 4 hour. It didn't do shit. Only way I'm interested in Bitcoin is if we get a really nice dip. Then I'll long. Maybe even towards here. Not sure we will even make it towards this low. I think if we sweep these, that we front run this. I think we get something like this. Nuke, right? And then everyone will be waiting and everyone will be saying, wait for the sweep of this. And then we'll just grind higher and break out. If you're enjoying the stream, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube. I would appreciate that a lot. Where does this accent come from? I'm from Belgium, from the Flemish part. Why total market same as depth of the bear market? What do you mean? Bitcoin drops $50 and alts shit the bag, lol. Yeah, typical, you know. But hey, nothing to be concerned about as of now. What would suck is if Bitcoin would do this right now. I'll likely take some stop out, so I hope it doesn't. I hope it just bounces from here, or maybe even just keeps ranging for a little more, so those alts can run a bit. I can close some in profits. That would be real nice. But yeah, we don't choose what Bitcoin does, you know, so all we can do is manage our risk. Right, some requests, feel free to post in the chat. Only buy Bitcoins, please. Bybit or Binance. No low caps, okay? Flux. Never heard of this. But looks decent. Lows. I'd probably be targeting these highs. Not these. Why? Because we swept those already there. You see? Small sweep. And because of this high time frame resistance. So this target will probably be better. Lower time frames. Yeah, see, same thing. Easy invalidation, you know, if this holds, right, you're good to go higher. As long as that blue area holds, the next target is up here. And then these highs, and take off at all of these highs, you know. Below here is bad. Wick in there, bought up is nice. Yeah, so nice chart. You gotta drop the link to the mix, George. It's fire. It's just called Best Anim Openings, but it's lo-fi remix, extended edition. Worldcoin. I really like this as well. It has shown some strength. Let's see. But it did sweep this, right? High, sweep, retest. So initial sweep, right? Then you thought it broke out, but smashed back below, and then the level was acting as resistance. So what I'd like to see here is either for this to go for these lows, right, and do something like this, then I'd be interested in buying, invalidation below here, or wait for a smash above this level again, buy the retest, and then look to trade it higher. Those are the two plays I'd be looking for on Worldcoin. Okay. FET. Yeah, beautiful range, right? Swept the lows, well, low, high, swept the lows, swept the highs, range mean retest and send. Beautiful. I mean, and even low time frames, nah. You could wait for this low time frame range, see what it does, right? Swept the highs. Honestly, already swept the lows, but yeah, I could see this go for those again. So something like this. And then back to the upside. You see? Key level there. So sweep the lows and then back to the highs. Or if it breaks above here, yeah, then it probably keeps on sending. GMX. Yeah, beautiful. Also bullish, right? No reason to be bearish here in my opinion. Swept these lows aggressively, strong reclaim, and then back retest into demand, and now just grinding higher. We are at some supply here, so probably not the best idea to FOMO in here. Either wait for a break above here, a close, buy the retest, sell the highs, or look for probably last week's low. Wouldn't be a bad entry. Let's see, yeah, why not? Look for a sweep. Probably this one first, and if it goes lower there, invalidation. Let's see, yeah, below this consolidation. You see? So either break above this blue area on the weekly and buy the retest, or I'd wait for some ranging, so a range to be set right here, wait for the lows to be swept, and then look for longs. RSR. Oof. Damn. Yeah, see, this would be one I would really like to long if we didn't already sweep these lows. And I know I will have to raise targets and start looking for new high time frame levels, because those are all simply the consolidation highs that get swept, and they are not even starting to break out yet, right? This was consolidation and we haven't broken out of that yet. But I would have loved to long this. Yeah, I mean, this was beautiful. All of these highs being built up there, acting as squeeze material, and as you can see, swept the lows, retest. Then as soon as we got a higher high, boom, started ramping up and went for the highs. So I wouldn't rush into anything here. Same thing, to be honest. I'd like to see a range being built up, and if you sweep the lows into this consolidation that led to the upside, that's where you long. Or wait for a weekly close above this high, right, and buy the retests and then trade it higher. What's this? What's this one? Beautiful range as well. You see, lows, highs, Yeah, this looks really nice. See, consolidation, deviated below, strong reclaim. If this closes up here, buy the retest, sell the highs. Yeah, this is beautiful. I'll be looking for longs. Yeah, it's not on Binance. Might look to buy some spot on this one. This looks really, really nice in my opinion. I think that 0.08 is next. Holy shit, that's a 2x. Oh, we're on lock scale still. Damn, I didn't even realize. But still, same thing. Not quite liking this one. Consolidation, broke down, clean highs, got swept into this. So I'd like to see a close above this level. You see? If it closes above here, the weekly, buy the retest, trade higher. Otherwise, nah. Wait for a range to be set and just play the range. Look for the sweep of the low and target the highs. Yeah, bumped right into resistance and got rejected, so I'd be careful here. Just be patient, I'd say. More interested in buying lower down here, you know. This was the consolidation that led to the up move, so wait for a range to be formed before looking for a breakout. Not the best looking one in my opinion. Airo, not on Binance or Bybitmate. Uni, bot, also not. VRA, what's this? Yeah, looking clean. Nothing to be bearish on. See, as a previous chart, some of the charts were trading here, you know, and see what happened with this one. Just returns to the origin of the move, the demand, right? Consolidates and then bounces. So don't long into this, you know. I'm making these mistakes as well, to be honest. I did it on ARB, right? Longed into this resistance. But as you can see, that often gets you nowhere. So wait for those retests, wait for those ranges to form, and then try to do business. I'll call it now a bottoming at 1.424. Let's see, 424. Oh, you mean the low that's just in? Yeah, I agree. I mean, sure, you know, I'm in, so let's do it. No, but just purely focusing on the chart, right? This looks good, you know? And it's not only because I'm long, well, it is because I'm long, because I like the chart, obviously, but oops, what was that? Oh. But we just swept last 4-hour low, while the 4-hour closed strong, previous one, above range mean. Right? We just swept all of this liquidity, and all of the reasons I just gave you on why I initially longed this, being lower time frame, range, swept, upside, retest, hopefully, and swing higher, okay? Only thing I could see here is retest of range high and then see more ranging and possibly even go for the lows again. And that's the reason why if we go for range high, I will likely take some off, okay? That would give me already, yeah, like 0.9R. That's already nice profits, okay? So I don't think that this is a bad entry here. I would even take the setup right now if I weren't in already. So yeah. See, this hourly is green already. Yeah, this looks good. I think this sends. Let's see those others. Ocean, what is it doing? See, already fully retraced the little dump as well. So the 4 hour on this one will be key. What I'd like to see on Ocean here is the 4 hour to run away from this previous wick. Okay, as you can see, you could see this as a ugly close, but it isn't as long as we run away from the wick right now. So if we trade above previous 4 hour wick, right, trade here, close here, yeah, then I'm holding, might even buy more on the retests again and target the highs. TRB to new highs. What's render doing? Oof, that's the weakest right now, clearly. But hey, we'll have to see what it does. Nothing to do about it. Alright, we've been streaming for an hour, so I'm gonna hop off. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Big thanks to Vela Exchange for sponsoring. As I said, there's a competition starting on the 14th. It's fully free to join. You don't have a minimum deposit. All you have to do is make an account on Vela Exchange and fill in the form. The link is in the description. Takes you literally 1 second and you can earn up to $90,000. So it's really nice, okay? Thanks to every one of you for joining. Thanks for interacting, thanks for commenting, thanks for requesting, thanks for liking the video, thanks for subscribing. We will do these more often, okay? So I'll see you in the next one. Take care and good trading to you all. Bye.